to Poor Brothers Decisions.
Good afternoon, everyone. We decided to do this show a little earlier on this day because mainly I got the day off, you got the day off, and we just wanted to wish everyone a happy new year. Welcome to 2026. Mr. 3, what you got?
Happy New Year to everybody, and thanks for joining us on short notice. I got today off, and then I decided I want to capitalize on it and get a 4-day work weekend, so I took tomorrow off as well.
There you go. Me, I'm working the next 2 days, but that is what it is. I had the last couple of days off, so just kind of relaxing and chilling. What do you got going on for drinking today?
I'm going to do some Blanton's since I don't have too much of it left, but I'm also going to do I'm going to see if the wife will hook me up with orange creamsicle, Jameson orange and cream soda.
Nice. I as well am doing Blanton's. My better half, Katie Zed, got me a brand new bottle, which I am cracking open now for my birthday. And yeah, why not? It's a good day.
Hell yeah.
So, just so everyone is aware, today's my birthday, January 1st. It's pretty special to me, mainly because, the second greatest individual born arrived on this day. And then I fall somewhere along the line way down there at the bottom. But no, cheers and Happy New Year's to all of you. And may 2026 be 10 times better than 2025 was for all of you.
Oh, boy.
What'd you do? Get a full glass?
That's pretty much it.
Well,
cheers. Happy birthday, sir. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, and if you don't have the A, then I'll give you this one.
Awesome. All right, let's see here. In the chat, we have Hoopy Star. Again, that intro and our outro is by Hoopy Star. Thank you very much for that.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We got Ryan. How you doing, Ryan? Mama T, sis, love you.
Hey, sis.
Just so you're up to speed, Pops is not going to be joining us. He might catch us on a repeat somewhere. They're actually probably hauling ass on Interstate 10 right now, heading west, somewhere in the middle of the fat part of Texas.
So they drove out that way?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yep. I didn't know that. I thought they just flew.
No. Mom and Dad really don't.
Have you heard anything?
If they don't want to get on a plane, they're not going to.
Yeah.
And if they don't have to get on a plane, they're not going to. So I heard a little bit. We'll talk offline about that. But, is what it is. Hopefully we can find something and get them out here on a more permanent basis on this side of the Mississippi.
Yeah, we just need to win the lottery, man. That's it. That's all there is to it.
It's easier said than done, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, you said you get the next couple of days off. What are you looking at doing? Just kind of relaxing, do anything around the house, or?
I have a few. I don't know what it is, but I like putting together the little 3D wooden puzzles, and I mean, you know it. But to these folks out here, I don't know what it is. It's hard because they're small, intricate parts, but in big fat fingers, and I'm used to working on cars, and they just the way that they're built. Rocker, ROKR. Obviously not sponsored or anything here, but I love putting those things together, and it's just something that I enjoy doing. I'm probably going to put some shelving somewhere and start displaying all of the wooden stuff that I've got. And you got me one for Christmas I'm in the middle of, and it almost made me late to the show today. Oh, look at this.
Creamsicle delivered.
Thank you, ma'am. Like an orange creamsicle.
And you said that's got what, Jameson in it?
It's Jameson orange and cream soda. It literally tastes just like an orange creamsicle. It's just insane.
Have you had Pops try that yet? Because I know he likes the orange creamsicles.
No, I don't know that he has, but I'm also not sure if he would probably enjoy it all that much, just because it is pretty sweet in a sense.
Well, I think that's the reason that I think he would like it, because
Maybe.
it does taste like that orange creamsicle
I mean, it
that
is
he does like. So,
like identical. I mean, it is
yeah.
super crazy.
Well, let's see here.
Yeah, little mixing up here.
Mixy. All right. So we always have a little segment in the show, like this day in history. And if I can't find something that's interesting, I'll deep dive into something else or try to or whatnot. Today, actually, there's a lot of interesting stuff that happened in history. So I want to dive into that just a little bit, because people don't think that the first of the year is all that busy with historical stuff. However, what ends up happening is people will push certain things to happen on the first of the year. For example, today, you don't have to pay the $200 tax stamp on a lot of different things when it comes to weapons. And that started today. So I'm not saying that you're not going to want to pay the tax stamp, is because sometimes paying that $200 is going to help facilitate that movement of that paperwork a little bit faster. It does not negate anything that you have to do paperwork wise. It just takes a monetary thing out of play. So that's what I mean by things happen on the first of the year on a lot of things.
So what was the deal now? What were you saying? It's
The tax stamp, like if you wanted to get a can for your pistol or your rifle, okay, you no longer have to pay that $200 tax stamp as of today. Now, it doesn't mean that they're not going to change it
so starting 2026.
right now, today.
So there's no tax stamp on purchasing, say, for my H&K.
Correct.
There's no tax stamp for that. I could just buy the item outright.
Correct. You buy the item outright. You still have to do the paperwork.
Correct.
Okay. But you can buy the item outright. You can send the paperwork in, and when the paperwork comes back, you get that item.
You don't pay the tax stamp now. It's just you're paying for the item itself and then sending paperwork off.
Correct. Now, there is some talk about paying the tax stamp anyway. That way it facilitates that paperwork getting processed a little quicker. Is what it is.
So what you're saying then is bring it up to your effing, like for me, because I don't have a firearm store near me. Yep. If I want to say, like, I actually enjoyed purchasing off Palmetto, but in order to purchase online or do any of that, like what I have done in the past, and
yeah,
I have to send it to my it's a firearm. It's the firearms guy. Your
FFL dealer.
FFL dealer.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I would go to him. I would say, hey, look, I understand this is what's going on, and I would like to know what I need to do. That way you can, potentially figure out what you need for whatever weapon you want to throw that can on and get that moving. Katie said, yes, you were absolutely right. I was born 18 hours and 2 minutes too late for mom and dad to get the tax exemption for me back in the day. I will say that part of that is because I was initially supposed to be born on Christmas Day, and Pops was going to name me J.C. And Mom went no and crossed her legs. And
it should have been J.F.C. But whatever.
But yeah. Yeah. And Yeah, Mama T says I've always been a little problematic. She's not wrong, but it is what it is. And hey, it is
I
my
was about
birthday.
to say, but I was waiting for you to get down the list there.
It is my birthday. So, all right, January 1.
One for you, two for me, one for
There you go.
two for me.
All right, so January 1 in 1772. This might blow your mind a little bit, okay? The first traveler's check goes on sale. 1772.
A traveler's check?
Yep. It went on sale in London in 1772.
How
So
does a traveler's check go on
So you know how you get
sale?
well,
Oh,
you
goes
could,
for sale.
yeah, you could purchase it.
Oh, goes on sale. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can actually purchase it. They had checks, traveler's checks, back in the late 1700s.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. Let's see here. 1801. Hold up. Yes, I do get upset when we're running late for things because I was late once and it cost us money. So, yeah, I try not to be late on things. Let's see here. All right. This one's kind of a spacey, sciencey. Okay, 1801. Piazzi, he's a astronomer of sorts. Okay, discovers Ceres, the largest body within the asteroid belt. So January 1st in 1801, he discovers the largest body inside the asteroid belt.
That's neat.
Let's see here. 1863, Emancipation Proclamation becomes law in the Confederate-held states. This is the one that freed more than 3 million slaves in the rebellion southern states, but excluded nearly 1 million slaves held in states loyal to the Union. About 50,000 slaves in areas where the Union Army was active were freed immediately. So on this day back in 1863, this happened. So, I mean, that's kind of a good thing there. And then let's see. Give me a time frame when you think that Ellis Island may have opened up. Ellis Island, right there by the Statue of Liberty, where we had all of these happy, I say happy, but all of these immigrants that were fleeing not happy places coming to the U.S. and they were trying to become U.S. citizens, such as Ireland or England or Poland or wherever around the world, and they had to go through Ellis Island. When do you think that first started?
I don't know. Let's say it's early 1700s.
Well, Ellis Island opened in Upper New York Bay in 1892.
Oh,
So
long way off.
if anyone says, hey, we went through Ellis Island back in the mid 1800s, you got a reason to question that. 3 ships landed on its first day of operation, again, January 1st, 1892, and delivered 700 immigrants. During the first year, nearly 500,000 more immigrants were processed at Ellis Island. They were processing about 5,000 people a day. So, yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. Let's see here. When do you think the first New York ball drop was?
What do you figure, like 1905, 1910?
You are actually very close. First off, in 1898, Greater New York City was formed, so we know it had to be after that. And then in 1908 was the first ball drop.
Oh,
Yeah. You were really close on that one. You kind
That
of
was a hell of a guess.
yeah, you bracketed that one pretty well. Let's see here. Let's go with Fidel Castro. His forces overthrew the government of Cuba in 1959.
Oh,
So, wasn't that long ago, relatively speaking, when Cuba was not underneath Fidel Castro's rule. So, all right, 1983. This one's a good one. You were around, but you may not have. You didn't play with this very much because no one really played with this until the late 90s.
that was about 4.
Internet was created 1983.
Really?
Yep. 1983 was created. Advanced Research Project. ARPANET officially changed into using the Internet Protocol. Okay. So ARPANET was one thing, and then military uses SIPRNet, stuff like that. But we changed that into Internet Protocol, which is now the Internet.
So the general public got the internet in 83.
They got no. General public really didn't start getting the internet until the 90s. Like colleges and stuff like that, because it was all kind of internal. The general public really didn't understand what the internet was, and because they didn't understand it, it wasn't really handed out to them in that way.
So it was already a concept and already a proven concept in 83.
That yes, because they used to have what was called internal intranet. Okay, that would be your SIPRNet with the military. That'd be ARPANET with businesses and stuff like that. The internet is something that can be used pretty much anywhere, and you're old enough to remember the dial-in with AOL, and you had to sit there and wait. It dialed into it and stuff to that nature. Where now it's all pretty much instantaneous.
You're fuzzy.
Oh, good Lord, have mercy! Have I been drinking too much?
Your camera said, "More, please."
More, please. Cheers.
Boy, it likes that. That's clear. Yeah, but it's not focusing much.
No, it's not. But it does like that, doesn't it?
It does.
All right. So let's go ahead and do this right quick because maybe.
There it is.
Oh, got it.
I'm back.
There we go. All right.
I haven't been drinking, I swear.
So again, the internet really didn't take full effect as far as civilians until more civilians started getting computers in their own homes.
Well, and I would imagine that was just due to education. So
that too.
You know what I mean? Educating and understanding it.
Yeah, but computers weren't cheap either.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
It's just like anything when it first comes out. It's never cheap.
No.
And then once everybody sees it, proprietizes on it, then it becomes cheap.
Yep. All right. So this is one that. Do you remember the country of Czechoslovakia?
Yeah.
Well, it's no longer a country. And in 1993, it got broke up into the Czech Republic and Slovakia.
Oh. This is basic school knowledge, which I'm not very.
Well,
I'm not very.
There's a lot of
school smart. I am hands-on, real world smart, not anything else.
Well, there's a lot of things that happen, especially over in Europe, especially in the Eastern Bloc, that happened during the 80s and 90s, that changed the entire dynamic of the way the borders for those countries over there were laid out. And some countries were split in two, such as Czechoslovakia. Other borders were rewritten. Things got moved around, stuff like that. But yeah, that was a time frame of back in the day when 80s and 90s where a lot of stuff changed very, very quickly. And then in 2002, the euro was officially adopted to be the legal currency in 11 of the European Union's member states. So the euro, which a lot of us take for granted, has been there forever, really didn't take hold until 2002. Prior to that, each country basically had its own currency. I mean, most of the countries still have their own currency, but there is a universal currency over that way when they use the euro. So these countries can take the euro and just pass it around from country to country, and they don't have to worry about the conversion or anything to that nature.
Right.
So, yeah. So those are the interesting things that happened in history with the date of January 1. Another interesting thing is grandmother and grandfather on dad's side, so dad's mom and dad, they were both born on January 1st as well.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I
So-
mean, they were deceased by the time I was around, so
That's true.
I never got to meet them.
I didn't either.
I don't. I mean, I'm not even sure he was Grammy and or Grandpa around then
Grandpa was.
when you were.
Yeah, just something was going on, and just didn't get that chance. He was only around for like 6 months, so it was what it was. But yeah, their birthdays were January 1st. So
That's cool.
let's see
That's
here.
that's actually really wild if you think about it.
Oh yeah.
Just in the sense that Grandma and Grandpa
Uh-huh.
had the exact same birthday and they married.
Yeah.
And then their grandson had the same birthday.
Uh-huh. There's a lot of
No wonder you're special.
you take a look at Auntie. When's her birthday?
Uh-huh.
Okay. 3-3. And then Sam is 3-3.
You're mm-hmm.
Chloe's 2-2.
Uh-huh.
You know, you take a look at that. Our niece is your sister and I, our sister and I talked this morning in regards to the grandchild's birth, and we're looking at the dates, and I'm like, well, I'm putting my money on 3-3. So we'll see.
Really?
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Well, I'm not going to wish anything other at this point.
So I think it'd be kind of cool.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be freaking awesome.
So I saw that you grabbed your little book out. You're writing a note for how to take over the world, or is that?
I've taken notes, but the one that just came to my head was to ask Matthew, my firearms guy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I got
Definitely.
notes too, but I need to have a few more of these and everything to get the book to be worth the book.
I am looking at not necessarily jumping into getting a can for anything that I've got, other than I might get something just for shits and giggles, for shiggles.
Well, and so it's funny that you mentioned that because yesterday, my refrigerator, long story short, my refrigerator took a dive, one I've had for about 15 years.
Yeah.
I had it at the house back
Didn't you?
home. And obviously I've had it through the different places and then the move to here. And then I took it from the house over to the shop so that I could have my lunch stay cold and drinks and whatnot.
Wait, the one you just took over to the shop took a dump?
No. The one that
Oh.
I had at the one that I've had that I
Okay.
brought from home to here. So I've had it for about 15 years. But anyways, that refrigerator,
Okay.
it gave up the ghost. So I got another refrigerator, but very similar to that one actually.
Oh, a little. Okay. Yeah.
Actually, it is probably dang near just like that one that I bought for the shop. Okay.
Yep.
Didn't even realize it. Anyways, I was set it up, and then I needed to get some refreshment, so I was at the store. And anyways, like I said, I ran into my firearms guy, my dealer,
Okay.
at the store. 15 minutes of talking. So, but
Yeah.
he was telling me about the cans and stuff. So, I want to get one for my H&K 22
Yep.
for that little bugger. But he was also telling me about this SIG that scope setup that he's
Okay.
got. And I didn't get the details on it, but I'm very intrigued by it because apparently there's a dial on it that you can. So as it starts up, it's like your crosshairs
Yep.
or dot or what. Well, it's actually like I can't remember exactly how it was, but it was either crosshairs or a dot. And as you zoomed it in and the reticle gets closer, it becomes crosshairs, and then those are lit up. And
Oh,
it's
for
got your
distance.
individual
Tally marks.
tally
Yeah.
marks for all the stuff. And then as that gets closer, everything gets brighter and then is also digital and lit up. So I got to figure out which model he said that was, but I
That's
might be doing a 2-point combo on that thing.
that might be a fairly expensive little piece of glass, actually.
No,
No.
he said it was like, I think it was under or right at 300.
No.
Yeah.
Did he say what the distance went out to with it?
No.
Okay.
I would imagine it's probably not crazy far, but when you're hunting, it doesn't need to be that far.
No, if you're
I mean,
hunting
I'm not-
anything, you want to be less than 300 meters anyway.
Yeah, I mean, especially out this way, you can't be more than 50 to 70 yards because
Right.
there's just way too much in the way.
Yeah, the
unless
foliage you have out there is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, so unless you can get on a piece of property that has, somebody who's got a piece of property with a field, and there's some people that have fields that are 3, 5, 700 yards, then
Yep.
then you would need something like that. But out here, you don't need anything like that.
No.
You
Back
need something
home,
close.
out west.
Even back home, you can, because now, mind you, you're going north, so
Yeah.
you're still
But-
not going to need anything crazy far.
No, but you can get a lot farther out because
Unless
the
you're
foliage.
shooting from ridge to ridge.
Yeah, but you can get farther out because the foliage out that way, typically in the high desert areas. So
Yeah, it's not super tall.
yeah, and it's also kind of sparse.
Yeah, it's not quite as dense.
So yeah, I want to hear more about that because that actually is more along the lines of what I'd rather have than a can. But I'm not saying I'm not going to get a can.
I want both on my H&K.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
I would not be mad if both of those items were on there. I have been really, really wanting one on that H&K 22.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see, like, for me, I don't think I would put a can on any type of rifle necessarily. I would put a suppressor to hold down any type of flame that might protrude out of the actual rifle or anything like that, to suppress that flame or redirect it in a different direction so you don't illuminate yourself or your position necessarily.
That's
but
the
as-
military talking, yes.
Yep. But as far as the noise, I probably wouldn't put on anything other than a 22 pistol. just for fun. I couldn't see because it doesn't make it go silent. Okay, it
Well,
reduces it a lot.
it
Um,
does, but the only reason I say that is because in a survival scenario, end of world, whatever,
yeah,
if you're trying to stay silent, there's that. But also, if there are several squirrels, rabbits, whatever in the vicinity, deer in the vicinity, because believe it or not, you can take a deer out with a 22.
oh yeah.
It's been done.
Now
But what I'm saying is with the fact that it's so silent,
you're not going to spook other
you're
things
not going to
nearby.
spook the other animals out to where you can't get your meat source.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at it in kind of in that aspect where I know that there's pellet guns and BB guns out there that are um, louder than a suppressed 22.
Correct.
Okay. But again, a suppressed 22 is not silent like in the movies.
Oh God, no.
No. But you're
It's
absolutely right.
quiet, but I mean, you don't have to have your ear protection or anything.
Correct.
Mixed, and here's the other thing: you have to make sure that whatever silencer that you put on can be adept to the subsonic rounds that you use.
Correct.
That is going to what make it fun.
Shelly, welcome. Good to see you. Happy New Year. So, again, I kind of went down this road with kind of looking into some of this because it kind of leads into some of the other stuff that I want to talk about. Okay. Um, let me pull this up because I think you're going to enjoy this here. Have you ever heard of an Australian firehawk?
No. I mean, maybe, but probably not.
So, an Australian firehawk is an actual bird that over thousands of years, just like humans, has learned to use fire to get their food. They will go down and they will pick up twigs and grass and stuff that is on fire, whether it's caused by human or whether it's caused by lightning or something like that. They will pick it up, take it to areas of brush where they know that they have food, but they can't quite necessarily get to it, and they'll drop it and flush their prey out so they eat. And the Aborigines in Australia have stated that this has been going on for thousands of years because they've watched these birds down there. And it's one of the only animals that actually does that.
Little pyros.
Yeah.
Some bitch.
But they're actually going out there and they're grabbing their food, okay, and using fire to do it and flush them out.
So they're creating forest fires, and we're getting the blame for it.
Yeah, it could be, but only in Australia, so we don't have to worry about too much of that.
Well, not here, but they. These smart little devils, aren't they?
Yeah. When I first heard of firehawks, I'm like, this is just one of them wives' tales. And I started reading into it. I'm like, no kidding. But yeah, firehawks have been
crazy.
When the first scientists happened to see this or whatnot, and the first, Europeans, so to speak, we were looking at it, and us, the Westerners, and going, are we really seeing this? And like, how long have they been doing this? And they finally started talking to the Aboriginal tribes out that way. And they're like, oh no, they've been doing this forever. That's how they flush out their food.
That's wild. That's crazy.
Yep. So they're like one of the only animals outside of humans that utilizes fire in such a way. So I thought that was pretty cool and interesting. But then that led me into a different type of firehawk. Okay. And This is called. It's a helicopter, and it's called the Firehawk. And a lot of you, when you first take a glance at it, you'd be like, "That actually looks kind of familiar, similar," and it should, because it is reminiscent of a Black Hawk, the Black Hawk helicopter. And what they've done is they've taken this Black Hawk, okay, and with a couple of minor changes to it, use it now to fight fires and do rescue missions, like a medevac helo in fire areas, because it doesn't act the same way other helicopters do with the updrafts and everything that happen when you have these intense fires. Okay, so when you have these intense fires, um, the air and everything else gets manipulated differently, and you could have a downdraft or an updraft, or you know, the air would just almost like cease to exist in that area. But with
Yeah.
the Black Hawk, it's able to maneuver in this type of environment really well, apparently. And we've actually utilized these helicopters um, into medical or fire choppers, and they call them Firehawks now.
What was that TV show?
Airwolf,
Airwolf.
complete different helicopter, and but yeah,
It kind of reminds me of that. A little bit fightery.
oh no.
Uh-oh. What?
no,
What did we do?
no. We're going to take a step back real quick.
Okay. Step back.
On January 1st,
Okay.
2026,
That's today.
our mother got her first speeding ticket ever while driving through Texas.
Go!
Her
Fucking
lead
yep.
foot finally caught up to her.
Oh, shit. Fucking rebel. Yes. We got something to hammer her on now.
Oh, that's
She legit got a ticket.
I breaking news.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
What a dick. What a dick. But go, Mom.
Well, there's a section out there where it's 85 miles an hour.
What?
Yeah. The speed limit in Texas, 85. It's posted.
Okay.
And I believe it's on Interstate 10, because I-10 is just a straight ass road forever. Like every 5 or 6 miles, it'll do a little jog, okay? For no reason other than it just needs to have a jog to wake people up. But legitimately, you can drive, 100 miles an hour on that road and take your hands off the wheel, and as long as your car is, aligned correctly, it'll stay between the lines, because that's how straight those roads are. But yeah, apparently, Mom decided to let her lead foot get the best of her today, and got pulled over by a Texas cop, and got her first ticket ever. So, everyone, cheers to Mom getting her ticket.
What is she now? 59. 59. Fuck, what is she like? 6? Get it done. Oh, I gotta say.
So, all right, let's get back to what we were going for.
I'm almost tempted to give her a call, like live. Like, hey, Ma, how's that ticket?
Uh, I don't know how that would go over. She might be a little
Oh, I think she'd just be.
tickled, if not pissed off, because she's gone this long without getting it.
Yeah, right.
So, all right. So back to the helicopter here. So this is called the Firehawk. So we had the Australian Firehawk, which is a bird that like to start fires. We have the Hilo Firehawk, which helps stop fires. Okay. And then we have another Firehawk, which is kind of interesting because I thought I heard about this before, and then I'm like, no, I haven't. But then when I looked it up again, I'm like, oh yeah, I have heard it. It's called the Nighthawk Firehawk. It is a pistol that is called a Firehawk. Okay. And you can get it, it's in the 1911 variety. So you can get it in the 45 ACP. You can get it in the 9 mil. You can get it in, I believe, a 380 as well as a 10 millimeter. Okay. But there's a lot of different Firehawks out here. And this one here actually is one that I probably wouldn't mind owning. Looking into this one, you can get different variations to it where you can add a rail to the bottom up underneath in here, so you can put a laser or a light or whatnot. You can also get one that's got some type of railing at the top so that you can adapt to put a different type of sight on the top of it. But being that it's a 45 a 1911 variation, excuse me, not a 45, but a 1911 variation, it's ergonomically really comfortable in the hand. And because it's really comfortable in the hand, it makes it so much easier to handle the recoil, no matter if it's a 45 or if it's a 9 mil or a 380. It's just a very nice, well put together pistol. And so again, this is a Firehawk from Nighthawk, and Nighthawk is a gun manufacturer. Matter of fact, I believe you can see right in here.
This is a Nighthawk Custom.
Yep, Nighthawk Custom, and they're
Nighthawk
out of Arkansas. So yeah, but just like a traditional 1911 style that you can see here. You got that little fan tail right there. You've got your grip safety here. It's your typical 1911, and this is something that I think I might look into maybe one day getting myself, but not anytime soon. I got other things that I need to work on getting.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing, which I haven't talked to you about ever, is staccato. Have you ever heard of staccato?
Yeah.
I haven't until just recently, probably within the last 6-8 months, probably. I don't know enough to know any different.
Yeah.
But I also understand that the staccato is a fairly expensive weapon.
Yeah. What'd you get? Oh, you got another one. Look
I
at
got
that.
a refill. So these are dangerous, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Anyways, I haven't done much research on it, mostly because I know staccato is an expensive weapon. And I know that's kind of one of those you have to put your pennies in your ducats away in order to, get one. So and I haven't really looked too far into it.
Yeah. Let's see here. One of the staccatos that I actually looked at. Let's see if I can find it. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. They actually have it up here.
By the way, I'm a huge Vice Grip Garage fan.
Tell us about that while I'm pulling this up here.
Derek Berry, he's super, super good dude, super nice guy.
Yeah.
He does YouTubes and stuff, so he does car stuff that I'm interested in, but car revivals, pick stuff up, whatever. But he himself is just a super general, nice, funny guy, way cool guy to watch. So
Right.
Someday I'll get a chance to go down. I don't know, go meet him. But of all of the YouTubers that I watch, he's probably the only one. There's two, maybe three people I've ever bought anything from, and I bought most of my stuff from him. So
Okay. The Staccato HDP4.
okay,
Looking at that, I like the frame of it. It's kind of a mix between the 1911 and a traditional Glock. What's getting me is,
the price tag.
yeah,
That's
they're so,
crazy.
yeah. But yeah,
That's like a princess gun.
oh, absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
don't even know if that's even the right way to say it. It's just it's crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Is
They're
it any
good.
different?
They're good and they're extremely reliable. Okay. But the price tag will take a lot of people out of getting one. So those that have
Absolutely.
them are either really big fans of it and they save their money to get it, or okay, if they're not these really big fans of it, um, they're just really, you know,
They're well off, and
yeah,
they
I
just
think well
have it
off is
for the
probably,
price.
yeah, and they're like, yeah, okay, yeah, I like it, and they go for it. Your normal everyday consumer,
Yeah, your average Joe's not going to get one.
probably not. Now, can you get them on resale? Okay, used or whatnot? Absolutely.
You
And you're
can, but you're
and
still paying a pretty penny.
you're probably going to pay 50% of what it was new, and that's still if that's $2,500, 50% of that you're looking at $1,300 for it.
You could still potentially even pay more than that because
Yeah, depending on what.
people don't want to take that kind of a loss. They'd rather keep it
Yeah,
unless they're desperate.
yeah. So,
So
well,
anyway,
yeah. And if we're going to talk about firearms, one of the things that I really want to talk about is gun safety. And we kind of touched on it the other day when it comes to, the four safety rules and whatnot. But after the show, I thought about it, and like, you know what? Firearm safety is kind of important to me.
and it should be. It should
Yeah,
be important to everybody that actually owns and or operates one.
correct. And whenever I'm teaching, our nieces or nephews or whoever, okay, um, and I use them as an example because they are where they were at the time younger. They're not anymore. I mean, they're all getting married and having kids and stuff now, um,
Oh shit.
which is absolutely nuts. Anyway, when they were younger, and teenagers and even younger than that, I would take them and I would make sure that they understood what those safety rules were first and foremost. And then we go into manipulation of the firearm and whatnot, just so that they understood how to unload it, how to load it, how to check it, make sure it was clear, and all that other stuff before we ever actually went out to the range. Um, so the four safety rules, treat every weapon as if it were loaded. That's number one. Number two, never point your weapon at anything you do not intend to shoot. Number three, keep your finger straight and off the trigger until you are ready to fire. Okay. And then number four, keep your weapon on safe until you intend to fire. And a lot of this is, I don't want to say it's common sense, because the problem is I've been around it so much that even people that have been around it as much as I have break these rules all the damn time. Take the last stream that we had, that guy almost shot his pee off. Okay.
Hmm.
I guarantee he knows what these are. I guarantee you I don't want to say guarantee. I would venture to say that he is someone that typically on any given day is super safe with how he's handling stuff. Okay.
Yep.
He had a moment of lapse of judgment. Okay. Put his finger somewhere it shouldn't have gone. All right. Which is on the trigger when he's trying to put the damn thing in the appendix holster, which almost took his pee off. Okay. So let's go with kind of a breakdown of every rule. Okay. Treat every weapon as if it was loaded. What does that really mean? Okay. You come up on any type of firearm, you assume that it has ammunition in it. Okay. Even if you just cleared it, okay, if you are going to be presenting it to someone else, okay, let's say I just got done cleaning it, put it back together and everything, I set it on the table, you walk into the room, okay, I'm not going to just pick it up and hand it to you. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to clear it, I'm going to hand it to you, and I fully expect for you to do the same thing, clear it and make sure it's empty. Okay.
Just because you hand it to me cleared and open, I'm still going to look in it.
Absolutely. And that is all of us, treating every weapon as if it was loaded. Okay. We, by having that formalized check and maintaining muzzle discipline, okay,
Correct.
which is going to go into another rule up here,
Down.
we are, being safe with it. Okay. And that muzzle discipline goes into never point your weapon at anything you do not intend to shoot. What does that mean? That means the muzzle awareness that you have, okay, which is the direction that you're pointing the bang bang stick at, okay, is not pointed at any other person, thing, or anything that potentially could get shot. Again, that muzzle should always be pointed in a safe direction and not at someone unless you intend on shooting that individual, okay? Also, that muzzle should probably not be pointed at, let's say, I don't know, a propane tank. Okay. And let's just say that as you are picking up the firearm and you're looking at it, to make sure it's clear, okay, and you go to clear it and it goes off, if it's pointed at a propane tank, it could ignite it. Okay. So when you are clearing said firearm, you want to make sure that it is pointed in a safe direction.
Even a chair. I mean, who wants a hole in their favorite chair, man?
Or a floor,
A floor.
or the ceiling, because
Could be
that's
a wandering pet. I mean, who knows?
yeah,
Just anything in general.
it
Could be your
goes.
favorite whiskey glass.
I might be locked down here in the basement, when I'm not at work, but I'm not going to point it at the ceiling because the ceiling goes into the floor of the room upstairs.
Well, vice versa.
Right.
What
I
if
don't
the
wanna-
wife is up there fucking playing?
Right.
She's
She's
not
not
mindful of where you're at.
right, and
because
she's
you
not going to
guys
point
do
it at
have
the
a
ground.
yeah, she does have a downstairs
Right.
basement. So
So, that goes into never point your weapon at anything you do not intend to shoot. Number 3,
she
keep your
likes you
finger.
down there.
Oh yeah, I'm out of her way, and
I
You
mean,
know.
look how dark it is back there.
I know it's a cave. Number 3, keep your fingers straight and out the trigger until you're ready to fire. Okay, so up until recently, I would say it is not going to go off. Okay, you are not going to have a weapon go off unless there is some type of impact. Okay, let's say you drop a pistol. Okay, or you pull the trigger. Okay, it's not just going to go off, but they've got this, this damn SIG that's been going off on its own, and it's really not even having a hard impact or anything like that. So you want to make sure that the muzzle is pointed in safe direction, but also keep your finger off the damn trigger, okay?
Yeah.
Because you get startled, okay? Your hand might clench. I've got a pistol that has a very light trigger to it.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got a pistol that, you need to go to the gym for 3 weeks before you shoot it because the damn trigger pull is,
It's very heavy, yeah.
Yeah. But again, you want to make sure that your finger is off the trigger. I always said, keep your finger straight and off the trigger. People just, like to shorten that. Keep your finger off the trigger. If it's straight and off the trigger, anyone that's around you can see that it is straight and off the trigger.
Exactly.
Okay. If you have it, up underneath the trigger guard, and you've got it kind of on that or whatnot, and it may not look like it's straight off the trigger. They may not be able to tell that it's not on the trigger, and you might get people yelling at you, and now you're trying to. It was off the trigger. They're like, no, we could see that your finger was cocked and everything else, like it was on a trigger. Just keep your finger straight. Okay. Um, yeah. So, by place your finger on the frame of the weapon until your sights are on target and you've decided to shoot type of deal. That's what you're looking at. You know what I mean? As far as keeping your finger straight and off the trigger. And then, am I still buffering?
No.
Oh, okay. You put it in the wrong chat. So see
No,
that
I
private
didn't.
chat over there.
No, I didn't.
You didn't put it in the private
Just
chat.
trying to be fun.
Oh, great. Now we got a freaking comedian over here. Um, keep your weapon on safe until you tend to fire. What that means is engage the safety mechanism until you are actively aiming at your target and ready to fire. People go, oh, Glocks don't have a safety. Glocks do have a safety. They got a safety on the trigger, and they got other various internal safeties. 1911s, they might have a safety that is a thumb safety that goes up, blocks the actual slide from going forward or back. Okay. You've also got the grip safety on there. I think you were pointing to that as well.
What about a SIG P365 SAS? What safety does it have?
Shit, I want to say that there's an internal one on that, but I'm not 100%.
None.
Nah, there has to be some type of safety.
Nope. Once it's loaded, that's it.
What is that one again?
The only way is finger straight. That's the safety.
What is it? You said the SIG
P365 SAS.
P365 SAS?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look into that one.
Yep.
I haven't found an actual pistol that didn't have some type of safety to it. And if that does not have one, that'll be the first. At least the first one that I've been.
To my knowledge, there is no actual, there's no grip safety. There's no button for safety. None of it.
Right. There's there's not an internal safety or a trigger safety where, like with the Glock, it's got that.
Nope. So anyways.
So yeah, those are the let's see. Oh, okay. So it has no external manual thumb safety. It relies on internal safeties like a striker safety, a trigger safety, and a sear safety. So what it's doing is the safeties are internal, so it doesn't get bumped and go off. Okay. You actually have to pull the trigger. So by pulling the trigger, it disengages the internal safety, it looks like. I'm going to look more into it because I definitely want to figure that out. But
so it's not like a standard safety where you have a button that you could push. There's not a grip safety. There's not.
Correct. It's all internal. Where with the Glock, where a lot of it's internal.
Yeah, you could drop it, throw it, do whatever, and it's fine.
Yep.
But
correct.
If somebody has it and they put their finger on it, there's actually no way to. There's no safety in the sense of if a 10-year-old or an 8-year-old got a hold of it, they would just go bang and it would go off. It would just fire. There's no external safety.
How you doing? Might be wrong. Hope you enjoy this. We're just starting this channel out. This is episode. Well, this isn't even an episode that we would be I mean,
No, this is just a hey, you want to do one on your birthday / New Year's?
yeah.
I went, hell yeah.
Episode 7 is going to be on Saturday. So typically we're again Saturdays at 7 p.m. Unless KDZ has a game night or something like that. But
Yep.
yeah. Let's see here. But no, like I said, with the pig or with the SIG, not the pig, the SIG P365 SAS, I want to look more into that because that's interesting that they wouldn't have some type of external safety. Even the Glock has an external safety with that trigger
Yep.
deal. But this is kind of cool. I
The
appreciate
nice
you bringing
thing-
that to my attention on that one.
The nice thing about the SAS, just because that's what I carry, is the fact that it is slim. For one, it's very narrow. There are no external mechanisms for
To get caught on anything.
clothing. For your clothing to get caught on anything. So,
In fact, the sight on it is almost
It's-
flush with the top, isn't it?
it's very interesting. It's not your standard sight. It's actually you have to have both your eyes open in order to utilize the sight. So it's very non-traditional. It's very interesting. So
Thank you. Might be wrong. And I just want to point out that I am still younger than KDZ. Love you.
oh, you shouldn't have said that, dude. You're definitely true now.
I'm already in the basement
You could still get lower, trust me.
by another 6 foot.
Easily.
But yeah, again, we wanted to kind of do this little show today for, just a little get together, little shits and giggles and whatnot. And if you don't mind, I got one more thing that I'd like to talk about.
Get to it, brother.
Holidays are rough for a lot of people. Okay, all the way around. People that you typically wouldn't normally associate with having a difficult time. Holidays in general tends to exasperate whatever they're going through, and people do silly things. Okay, people do silly things, and they end up cutting their life short by their own means, and that is not something we need to be thinking about in a negative way. We need to be thinking about it like, hey, when was the last time I talked to so and so? They doing okay? Reach out to them. Okay. And if you're one that is going through a dark path, there's avenues of help out there. Suicide prevention lifeline. They've got a phone number. I've got that.
There's so many different places out there and so many different ways that you can reach out and talk.
There is. And
There really is.
so I'm going to post this up here. I'm going to get this up on here so that everyone can. That's not what I wanted. That is not the one at all.
Brother, I am old, and even
Nah.
I bet you even if I put my glasses on, it'd still be small as fuck.
No, I clicked on the wrong one there. So
There you go.
you should be able to read this one here. All right.
I don't need my glasses for that one, but yeah.
No, I made it a old
No,
guy vision.
That's kind of you.
So please reach out. There's also, you got this lifeline here, 1-800-273-TALK, 8255. And they also have their email right there. And there's also, you can text 988. All right. 988. When you text it, they will reach back out to you and talk with you. It's not worth it. There's a lot going on in everyone's life. You're not the only one, but we typically reach out and we talk to people. I'll reach out to Mr. 3 here. I've got military buddies that I will give a call to and, talk with. And they call me. And it's something that's near and dear to me because I've got a lot of people that, um, especially from my military days, uh, unfortunately have decided that it was too dark and they couldn't get help. And I don't want anyone to think that that is, you know, the acceptable thing to do. I want you to reach out and get some help. Okay. Um, and if you need to, you know, you just need to talk. Shoot me a text message. You got my number. Shoot me a text message. And if you don't want to, explain a whole lot, just put 988 in the text. I'll know. 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, I get that text and it wakes me up. Okay. I'll give you a call back. And don't want to talk to, someone that's close to you, call the lifeline, call, someone, text, do something. It's just not, this time of year's not it.
Find someone, find
Yeah.
something, yes. Whether it's a
So-
relative, a family member, something.
Yeah. So
It's we've all been through some really bad times, and it's kind of like he said, it's not worth it, but we're for him and I, we're different people. We don't
find someone that's going to listen.
our mindset's not in the same space, and it's
Yeah.
hard for us to understand where your space is at.
But we're going to
So-
listen.
We're going to listen, and we're going to be there. And so are the people on the other end of the other lines that he was showing, So it's just not an easy place at this point ever. So but it's not so bad that
Get some help.
Get
Yeah.
some help.
There's some things that I will talk to my military buddies about because they have that similar experience. And, the young lady that up in New York that gave us our tattoo, she's a EMT. Okay.
Okay.
She doesn't have the same military experience or whatnot. And there's no way I could understand what she necessarily has gone through being an EMT, but she has her EMT buddies that she can talk to. And some of her EMT buddies have told her straight out, look, when I was in the military, there's certain things that I can talk to other military guys about that I can't talk to you guys about, even though we have a lot of the same shared experiences in the EMT world. Some things I can't talk to you guys about because you don't understand. And it's the same way going the other direction where my military buddies, I can't talk to them about some of the things that I can talk to you guys about. And sometimes it's just about finding someone that has had that same type of experience that you're dealing with just to talk with them. And if you can't find someone like that, find someone that is not going to be judgmental and will just sit there and let you talk. And that's what I'm, here for. That's what, those hotlines are there for. Call if you need to. And to Hoopy Star's point, okay, reaching out is not weakness. Reaching out is showing a lot of strength because you understand what is going on in your headspace and you need to sort things out and you're not able to do it yourself right then and there. It's a lot of strength to do that. It is not weakness asking for help. So
Absolutely not.
all right, let's get into something that's a little bit lighter before we decide to cut this for the day. I know that I've got supposed dinner plans for this evening that I
And where are you guys going?
don't know yet.
Cow.
I'm thinking in our little downtown there, we've got a couple of little places that we like to go to. maybe one of them, or we just might go grab something, come back, and veg on the couch. But yeah,
Terrible idea.
I don't know.
Well,
I
you
don't
know what though? It is New Year, so
Yeah,
at least for me in a small town, there's shit open.
that is true. That
ain't
is
shit
true.
open. I don't even know if the Walmart's open, to be honest with you. So
Let's see here. I got this one here because ooh, let's do that. And that wasn't the one I was really looking for. However, I think we're going to stick with this one because I like it. All right. I think you might have actually sent this to me as well. Just because it was freaking hilarious.
I did.
We got this little man out here. As you can see, he's in his little snow boots here, a short sleeve shirt in the snow, got a little toboggan on. He's got his little Nerf dart gun, and we got this doe out here just hanging out. And nails it right where it's supposed to be at.
Damn close, anyway. It's close.
Right.
You shot him.
So yeah, I think this kid's gonna have a future going out with his old man and hunting.
Absolutely. He's going to have some real good luck.
Yep, he got close. Was able to pull that trigger and hit his target, and I think the only thing that would have been better is that deer would have just laid down because it didn't know what the hell was going on. But no, it like got hit with something like, what the hell was that? But yeah, so on a happy note, we got a future hunter coming in, which is good. That's a kid that's not going to go hungry ever in his life. He's already got that mindset where he's going to do what needs to be done.
I mean, hell, he got a hold of that sucker with a Nerf gun. So,
yep. So, the other thing that we always end our show with is one of the funniest things that I've ever damn seen. And I got something else to go along with this one, but that'll be for Saturday. But for everyone else, I hope you enjoy our show. Please hit the like button and, share it out with people because, that's how we're going to grow and get some really cool content going on. And this is one of our
dude is
favorite-
absolutely freaking hilarious.
I don't know how many of you are familiar with the .577 T-Rex round. Today I'm going to shoot it. That was amazing.
And again,
shit.
everyone, thank you for coming out. We appreciate you. Have a good new year. Have a great year in general. And today's day one. We got 365 left to go.
Absolutely.
So make it a good one. And thank you again.
364 left.
Oh, this is not a leap year, is it?
I don't think it is. Anyway.
If it is 365, if it's not 364. Anyway, thank you again, everyone. We really appreciate you coming out and enjoy the rest of the year. We'll see you on Saturday at 7 p.m.
Enjoy.